Evaluation session, that's what you have in the program. It's not, fill in tick boxes or say, I don't know, good, bad. I don't want paperwork. Okay, that's not the purpose of this, and that's not the point. I want you to be free to express how you felt during the experience, if it's been good for you, what things have been great, what other things could have been better, okay, a number of reasons, and I don't know, what things you have learned. I mean, this is the purpose, okay, for you to learn to get into contact with other people and feel proud of yourselves, okay, and feel confident that you can progress, okay, and maybe you keep your relations in the future. That's also another purpose, okay. So think about the days you have spent here during lesson time, outside, having fun, sleeping, sleeping, I don't know, okay, singing. So think about everything and just, I want you to talk about this, okay, in pairs or in threes, I don't mind, just for a while, and then I want you to share it with the rest of the people, right? Do you get the idea? Okay? Right, so let's get started. Just talk about it. We haven't finished, okay? There is still another lesson, I'm sorry. But we have a trip, so, okay, maybe the thing you like best is the trip. We don't know. Okay, it has not happened yet. But you're not coming to the school again. So I think this is the moment, okay, before we leave. So come on, relax.
Say that the best activity, in my opinion, I like. I like the activities of high school, that the high school and the Spanish class. I like very much.
Oh, the survival sentences
Yes.
in Spanish. You like that? Okay.
You know.
Did you learn Italian? You said that.
Yes.
Some Italian words, okay. Also good. Okay. Anybody else here? Come on. This other group. Antonio, come on. Don't make me call out your names, okay? Because sometimes I don't know the name. Somebody's husband. So just feel free to speak. Come on.
I like the music lesson that we did before.
Sorry, can you repeat?
I like the music lesson that we did before, and I like the fact that we, for example, I learned some Spanish and he can learn some Italian. This exchange of the language. What else?
What is something? Do you agree with that? Or not?
Yes.
Yes.
So that has been an important part of it. So something you have learned. Okay, right. Okay, what about Alicia's opinion? Do you agree with her?
Yes.
Okay, right. Come on. Come on. Okay, Julian. Oh, sorry. Okay, Julian first.
So until now, my trip is exceptional, and I think it's not finished. For me, the best part was meeting my host family. They were exceptional too. They were wonderful, and meeting all the friends, the different nationalities. It is a wonderful experience. I loved it.
I think that this is unanimous. Right, Pablo, you wanted to say something?
My favorite activity of the Comenius are when the boys and the girls to the Comenius go to the bowling.
They went bowling.
I do for men. And I learn Polish, he learned Spanish, and my pronunciation are more of before.
In college, you mean?
In English.
So now it's better. Okay.
Better.
Yes, more good. Okay, thank you, Pablo. Do you think you have improved your English too?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. You improved your English in Spain. Well, anything is possible. Okay, who else wants to speak? Come on. Teachers here. Yeah.
I learned a lot from our host, from you.
From me?
Yes,
From
the
teacher.
school,
Okay.
because you were extremely hospitable and kind to us, and we had great food, and we were impressed by the Spanish students because we thought they were very hospitable too, and extremely kind and open to us, so that we could learn how you think and how you feel, and that is something very important that we take home. And I hope that I have learned to be a kind of teacher, so that I take home that I'm maybe a little bit less strict and be more open as a teacher and a human being, so that I maybe have more courage to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So this is also the personal, emotional part of it. It's not only professional. I mean, you're not only here to learn whatever subjects or to see what the bilingual program is like in our school, or we're not just for teaching and do extra work. I think, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the emotional part of it, you know, that's the thing really good. Okay, this group.
Well, I like my students speaking English all the time, so they have no chance in Poland to speak all the time English. So and they progress. I can see it. So I like it very much.
Thank you. Come on, don't feel shy.
Okay, so I'm going to say something else. I enjoyed watching all those lessons in English. It helped me to have an idea about CLIL. We have CLIL in France, but only history. Here we had a view of all the subjects which could be taught in English. So it will encourage me to enlarge this in my school, I think. It works, I mean. Yes, so that's...
It is possible,
yes,
yeah.
it's possible, yeah. Yes. How about you? I agree with you.
Good to hear that. Adela.
Okay, we want to say that we don't have this CLIL program in Italy. We are going to start with it, and now, after this experience, I think we just share it with colleagues. We know that we can make it. It is possible. It is nothing so difficult and impossible, but we have to start. We have learned a lot. We've learned how to start, what is the way to do CLIL. I know we have to learn a lot, we have to progress, but we are sure we can start now. Okay, so thank you to you for hosting us, and of course I do agree with what Julian said. Okay, the most important thing has been having the students here and sharing experience, speaking to each other and knowing the culture, meeting the families. The families are wonderful, incredibly wonderful, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Ok.
Quindi da
Yes. Tu di una frase e dico tutto.
Allora, l'ultimo punto è che un sistema scolastico è il frutto di comportamenti e di un sistema di valori dell'intera società.
Okay, he's saying that the school system that we have, and the school system is the result of the group of people who are into the society. Okay, so it reflects the society.
La scuola italiana, per questo molto, se c'è qualcosa che non va, è sempre colpa della scuola che non funziona.
Okay. I think that is the same in many countries, I don't know. Okay, in Italy, when something is not working, it's the school's fault. Okay, so if there are problems, social problems, it's the school's fault. So we are, okay, they are from the military too demanding sometimes for
Volevo un momento di dibattito sulle metodologie e sulle strategie didattiche con loro, anche ad un livello pedagogico che non ho potuto fare.
Okay. He would have liked to have an exchange about methodology with you, okay, but that has not been possible because it was not the right place for that, okay?
Should have been longer.
Ho molto,
Longer.
ho molto apprezzato le short lesson che lo fanno
In CLIL.
nel CLIL, cosa un po' difficile nel nostro modo di fare dinamica scolastica.
Okay, he enjoyed very much the kind of lesson, CLIL lesson. It means the methodology you use during the CLIL lessons, and we do teach in another way. Okay, we are more big.
Classical.
Yes, a bit more traditional. This is more practical, and he appreciates that.
Ho apprezzato che loro si chiamano per nome.
Also,
Noi siamo molto calorosi con i nostri alunni, ma c'è sempre un livello di
I think we share a bit your idea. Okay, we appreciate that your teachers call you with your names, with your first names. Okay, we are friendly with our students, but not that much. Okay, we don't allow them to say hello Adela. No. Okay.
I ragazzi però chiedi se invadono la loro sfera, poi eventualmente se poi sconfinano.
Okay.
No.
Okay. But he's wondering if, having this contact so informal, okay, let's say, is a risk. Do you run the risk to have them to inside your private sphere, let's say?
Okay, there's something, I think the students should answer that, okay? Did you understand what they say? This is for the Spanish students. More or less. They find it really surprising, let's say, puzzling, strange, weird, I don't know. This is not a custom, I don't know, anywhere else in Europe, I suppose, you know. For us it's normal that you address the teacher by his or her name. So you call me Bea, you call her Monse, not Mr., Mrs., I mean, okay, and then the question is that if that makes you be too familiar with us. Okay, so they agree that familiar contact is okay, be close, okay, teachers and students not so far away, but get contact, okay, real contact, and have your feet on the ground. But is that a risk for the teachers, okay, to find students who are too familiar with us? I mean, they step, one step forward and then they cross the line. You understand?
Yes.
What do you think? Okay.
Well, I think it is a friendly way to talk to our teachers, but always respect that you are the teachers and we are the students.
Okay.
I think so.
I think so too.
That does not mean that they don't respect you. I mean, they respect us and we respect them. I mean, nobody is more important than the other. Of course, you're the teacher, you lead the lesson, you're the expert, the professional. But I don't know, it's a very colloquial contact, I don't know, Do you think that is a problem, the Spanish students? Do you find that that's a problem? No. What do you think the foreign students think about it? The foreign students. Do you find it strange? Too familiar? I don't know. Do you like it? Do you pretend? So first, the Spanish students, I know they are used to that, but okay. Okay, so there's Natalie's question. How do you feel when you're taught technology, science in English? This is for the Spanish students, okay, and then the foreign students. I want both opinions. Yeah.
Okay, here.
Okay. Carlos.
It's not so difficult. It's interesting.
You get used to it. You get used to it.
Yes.
With time.
You learn to use it with the time, and it's not so difficult, I think.
Do you think it is good?
Yes.
Why? Can you
Because
explain why?
learn to say the same thing in English and in Spanish. And if you can go to London to work, you can use these words because they are technical words.
So it helps you professionally too,
Yes.
not only with your English. That's an important thing, an important aspect.
Yes.
Do you think it helps you learn other things in general? It helps your learning in general?
Yes, because they are derived.
Okay, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, they go on.
Words you learn,
They're similar. Yeah,
they are similar to
derivatives.
Spanish
Yeah.
and to other languages too.
Yeah. So it helps you with other languages.
Yes.
Okay. So learning one language helps you learn others or understand others. That's cool. So it's not impossible to do that, to learn another subject in English. Do you think, just another question, and anybody else can talk, okay? For the Spanish students, that's important, and I agree with you. But do you think it affects the knowledge you get from the subject? I mean, if you learn technology in English, is that a problem about learning technology? I mean, the concepts you have to learn and the contents of the subject, or not?
No. You learn the same, but you can say it in English and in Spanish.
So
it's the same.
Okay, so you learn in English, but you also learn that in Spanish, and you know how to talk about that in English and in Spanish.
Yes.
That's good.
And if you don't know how to say it in Spanish, you can say it in English.
Very good.
So you have more resources, and more strategies. Okay, that's good. Okay. What about the foreign students? Okay, what did you think, if you had never had the experience, what did you think? Of course, that was your first day, okay, then the second, and then the third, and that's it. So 3 days is a very short time, okay, to give a consistent opinion, but you have your opinion. I don't mind.
For example, for technological subjects, I agree with I agree with what we had said, what we said. But I think we get that with subjects like Italian or literature or history or literature subjects. It's more difficult to talk about it in English because
you have to master more the language more. Better.
Yes.
You need more words. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Well, you must know that the bilingual program does not include Spanish language, of course. Religion is not included either, or French. Okay, so languages are not included. Right? Well, you can teach any other subjects in English. I mean, it's possible. If you have a teacher and the possibility, okay, the space, then you can.
The point is that teachers are learning too. Yes. So teachers have to learn how to teach subjects in English, and we're learning. So maybe in a couple of years' time, teachers will learn better how to deal with the fact that they teach you in English. That is a learning process for teachers too. And that was what our conference was about. So how can we guide you to understand your subjects better, although it's in English? And even once we have won that, you gain by learning in English. So do you understand? That is extra. So maybe in the beginning it's a little bit more difficult, but after a while and after we have gotten better too, you gain. So that's a double thing. We are learning too.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
In the project because even if they
don't speak English or French from me, they try to share or to speak with me.
They try to communicate.
Yeah.
That's good. So that's even good for the family. So communication. I mean, it's languages, of course, but it is the kernel of it is communication. That's the thing. So even the families communicate, even if they cannot speak English very well. But communication is important. So they want to communicate, right? Talking about communication again, I would like Alina to say something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You told me yesterday. Yeah, it's a very funny anecdote, but you know, it proves that something works. So,
So we don't speak Spanish, but we've learned some expressions during the Spanish lesson. And my friend went shopping yesterday in the evening, and she had these words written on the page, and she couldn't communicate in English because people couldn't speak English. So she took this paper and she was just reading the sentences. How much is it? I'd like to buy something, and things like that. And all the shop assistants were so very nice to her, they helped her. And also on the way home to the hotel, she also had to find a way, and she asked the people in the street with this paper. So this Spanish lesson was, she said, the most important in her life. So
Okay.
it was really very useful. Thank you for
Thank you for telling me and for sharing it with everybody. You know, so we did something good. In the end, it works.
Yes.
We had fun. It was funny, but it was useful too. So
yes.
that's the purpose of it. Okay.
We put it into practice, actually, which is the point of language, learning language.
That's it. So, any more comments?